This video we are going to discuss about the difference between the periodic motion, oscillations and simple harmonic motion. So let's start it. So periodic motion is that motion in which the object repeats the path at regular intervals. So like the important thing is here is that it should repeat the path and it should be at regular intervals. Like for example, Earth is rotating about the sun. So about after 365 days, it is coming almost on the same position. So you can call it as a periodic motion. Similarly, if you walk, let's say in between 2 points A and B, these are the fixed point, and you are walking with a constant velocity, then also you can take it as the periodic motion. Here is the another example in which a spring is connected with the mass, and now mass is given some displacement. Then this can also be taken as the periodic motion. Now another type of motion is oscillatory motion. In this kind of motion, the object will do the back and forth motion about some fixed point at some regular intervals. So here the key difference between the periodic motion and oscillatory motion is that in the case of oscillatory motion, there is some kind of fixed point. You can call it as mean position. About that, the object is doing the back and forth motion. Like for example, this object is doing the elastic collision with this surface and then coming back with same velocity v, and then doing the elastic collision with this surface, and like this it is going back and forth. So this motion can also be called as oscillatory motion. Another example, the example that I took in the periodic motion, that can also be counted in the oscillatory motion, in which a spring is connected with the mass, and this mass is given some displacement. Then this object will do the back and forth motion about some mean point. So this can also be called as oscillatory motion. Now the third type of motion is simple harmonic motion. So simple harmonic motion is a subset of oscillatory motion. In this, what we are doing, we are adding one extra condition, that is force should be proportional to negative of displacement, or you can call it as another way, that acceleration should be proportional to negative of displacement. And the second condition, that back and forth motion about some mean position should be there, that is also here. So this is a simple harmonic motion. Like for example, if you connect a spring with the mass, so then if you give the some kind of displacement in the ideal conditions, it will be a simple harmonic motion. And like this, if you take a pendulum, okay, if you connect a rod or a string with the some mass and slightly displace it, then this object will also do the simple harmonic motion. This is also called as simple pendulum. Okay, so now here you can see that this motion of earth about the sun can be called as periodic motion, but it cannot be called as oscillatory motion and simple harmonic motion, right? And here this example, that first example I took over here, this can be called as oscillatory motion and periodic motion, but it cannot be taken as simple harmonic motion. Okay, so but here these two examples both can be counted as oscillatory motion and periodic motion. So in simple terms, if you want to say, you can say that every simple harmonic motion is a periodic motion, and every periodic motion is a every simple harmonic motion is a oscillatory motion, and every oscillatory motion is a periodic motion. But every periodic motion is not a oscillatory motion, and every oscillatory motion is not a simple harmonic motion. I hope you must have understood the difference between the periodic motion, oscillatory motion, and simple harmonic motion. Okay, let's end over here. Thank you.